Welcome to the Wrestle Story. We discuss all things wrestling, the legends of the past, superstars of the present, and the trailblazers of the future. We stream every Monday after Roderick, Wednesday after AEW NXT, and every Friday after SmackDown.
Yes, guys.
I haven't watched much wrestling since TLC. Watch y'all's reviews because Maven's rants are hilarious.
Thanks, man.
Merry Christmas, Scott.
Yes, Merry Christmas to everybody. Uno momento, por favor. Just need to make sure this is working because our stuff was
doing weird stuff.
Being stupid.
Yeah. Can you hear us?
It sounds kind of far away. Are we fixed? Maybe. What is up? Hello, guys. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Happy New Year.
That intro.
Happy holidays.
Was a wreck.
Whatever you do, how you celebrate. If you celebrate, if not, well, just happy holidays.
Well, now there's a mic in your face.
Well,
that's okay. Whatever. Whatever, guys. We're here. It's Christmas. Sorry. It's been crazy. Hello, people. What is up?
Now there's an echo. See, I told you. This is why I can't hear anything in my headphones. Is that better?
I would look. But
you got me growling. Is that better?
Talk again.
Is that better?
Are we better? No.
That's not better?
It's not better because now there's like a literal echo of like you talk.
Okay, let's go. How's that? Can you hear me now?
Maybe it's better. I don't know. Really don't know. Anyways, we're here.
Oh, well, I don't know if they can hear us.
Can you hear us?
Can you hear us now, Scott?
Are we all good? Is everything good and better? So guys, tonight, NXT. Honestly, didn't care for it. I liked the first match.
Alright, cool.
I liked the first match, which was the Roderick Strong North American Open Challenge. And Austin Theory answered the challenge. I liked that match. I thought that was good. I think there was it's a good pace of a match. It was good. I liked it. Roderick won. And then the rest of the show from there just kind of sucked. It felt like it was so slow and was dragging on forever.
Well, the thing, I mean, I don't know what you expect on Christmas Day.
I don't either, but...
I don't know. Merry Christmas.
Yes, Merry Christmas. I wasn't expecting, a great show, but I didn't think it was going to be, this, bad, Not that it was bad, because, the matches and stuff were, fine, but, for me and my personal liking, tonight's show, just, I felt dragged on forever, and I was, dreading, the entire thing. I was like, geez, this isn't over yet. The matches were so long because they were trying to take up this 2-hour time frame, and they weren't doing any, promos or anything in between, There wasn't anything extra to the show except for the matches, so I felt like they were so very long, and it was I didn't care for it.
Well, again, I think one of the issues you have is you take a look at who was here. A lot of it was your kind of second tier seen as second tier people.
Which is cool, and I'm fine with
And
that.
so,
but it just wasn't like.
But there's no storylines with any of the stuff that happened tonight.
It didn't really have anything to do with
So it makes it tough.
storylines. It just had to do with like the fact that I felt like the matches were so very long.
Yes, but if they'd had storylines.
And they were trying to fill this 2-hour time frame when honestly I think they probably could have just done like an hour show for this one. I don't think they really needed 2 hours.
If they'd had some storylines worked out or created some storylines tonight, then I think that it would have been more interesting.
I suppose so, but I didn't care for it. So yeah, Roderick Strong, North American Open Challenge, started the show. Austin Theory answered the challenge. And then Roderick Strong won. So it was really cool to see Austin Theory on NXT. That doesn't really happen ever. Because, that just hasn't happened yet. And so that was exciting. And like I said, I really liked that match. I thought it was good. A good way to start the show. And then we had Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. I thought this was okay too. Did it wow me?
We missed you guys Monday night. Yeah,
yes.
We were out all night. And
we were out all night. We were out all day.
All day, and maybe we got back in time to watch the show.
Yeah, but I was so dead tired at the end because like we were out doing last minute like food shopping for like Christmas. And so, I was dead. So, I had to sleep.
Yeah.
And I did. And I felt so much better. Because I slept.
Yes.
Yes. So we'll talk about Monday Night Raw at some point. Maybe Friday.
Yeah, probably.
Probably Friday. We'll probably end up touching on it then. I would assume. So, anyways, Isaiah Swerve Scott versus Gentleman Jack Gallagher. Again, this is another thing that I thought was okay. Did it super wow me to death? No. But was it like a decent match? Yeah. I mean, cool.
Again, there's just no storyline here, so it makes it tough. I mean, it's just one of those matches that's like, okay.
I think Isaiah Swerve Scott has a chance to be a superstar, but they just need to do something with him aside from just putting him in these like random matches with cruiserweight people, Because I feel like that's all we've seen him do is fight, guys from the cruiserweight division, from like 205 Live, and that's about it. He's fighting those guys on NXT.
I agree.
Or he's doing it on 205 Live. He's not fighting anybody that makes you go, ooh. If he beats them, that means it's like a big deal,
Yeah, I mean, again, I think it's one of those things that they just need to create a storyline with him.
But I think he has potential to be a superstar because I think his gimmick is cool and I think he's over with the crowd. It's just they're not putting him in like the right spot for that.
Well, I think they're trying to see what kind of reaction they're going to get for him.
I suppose.
How you doing, James? Merry Christmas.
What is up? So Swerve Scott wins. I pretty much expected that. I didn't expect Jack Gallagher to win. Didn't really see that happening. Then we got Candice LeRae versus Taynara, and I did like this match too. So there were like 2 matches on the card that I did actually like. So I really like this one.
Step away for just a second.
Okay. I did like this match. I thought it was good, and I enjoyed it. It was cool. Thought it was fun. Taynara, I don't know. I like Taynara's in-ring style. I like her kind of attitude, her personality, a lot. I think she has a lot of personality. It's just like finding the right gimmick, I suppose, for her. I think what she's doing is fine, but I don't think what Taynara is doing currently is going to take her to, like, the next level. Like, she could be a superstar, I don't know. Like the Io Shirai's and the Bianca Belairs and the Candice LeRae's of NXT.
Well, I think she's got a shot. I mean, it's one of those things where it's just a matter of how you use somebody.
I agree. And I was saying, I think she has a lot of personality and it really shows. But the thing is, like, her character that they have given her. Like, I think they need to do something a little different. I like her character, but I think they need to add on to it. To make it sort of that next level, like she could be the next superstar of NXT, you know?
Yeah.
Because she has the in-ring ability.
She does.
She's really good in the ring.
Yeah.
And like I said, she has a lot of personality, and I think that really shines through with what she's doing. It's just I think they need to, like, multiply that by, like, 3.
Yeah.
To get her to, like, superstar level quality, you know?
Well, I agree.
Because at this point, this is what she's going to be doing for, you know, the rest of her career in NXT. It's being the person that gets beat by, you know, the Candice LeRaes and the Io Shirai's and the Bianca Belairs of NXT. Because they're, like, the superstar women that they have right now. And Taynara is the one that gets beat by them.
Yeah.
So, to just take her to the next level, I think they just need to amp her up a little bit.
Who do y'all think is the next challenger for Rhea? It's a good
Dakota.
question. Good question.
Dakota.
I think it depends on what they do with Shayna.
Dakota, or I don't think Shayna's fighting for the title again. I don't think that's happening. But Dakota or
if she doesn't move up,
possibly maybe Io.
If she doesn't move up, she's gonna be fighting for the title.
Shayna?
Yeah.
That'd be stupid. Then you have to have Rhea beat her twice.
Well, I'm just saying.
Which I don't know if they're gonna do that. Because I would almost think, at this point, what I would do with that is I would leave Shayna off TV from here on out until we get to the Royal Rumble and she's like a surprise entrant. Entrant? That's the right word?
Yeah.
Entrant. She's a surprise entrant in the Royal Rumble and then she wins the whole thing and goes to WrestleMania. That's what I would do. I would leave her off TV because I don't want to see the NXT Championship put back on her. I don't want to see her fight Rhea Ripley again. Not because they had a bad match, but just because I don't want to see that again.
Dakota would be a good one.
Because then there's that glimmer of, oh no, they might take the title off of Rhea and put it right back on Shayna, which would absolutely blow.
Well, this is why I said it. Just depends
on
what
they
do
should
with.
Do that.
The big thing is what they're going to do with her. I mean, it's we'll have to see if they move Shayna up. Obviously, she's not going to be a challenger for the title. If they don't move her up, I think that she's got might be, and it may not be immediate. They may have someone in between, but she will be going after the title again.
I think the best option here is just keep her off TV for now, and then throw her in the Royal Rumble and have her win.
That might be might be what they're going to do anyway.
Because I think that would make the most sense. And honestly, I think that would keep most people happy.
Yeah, probably.
Is not putting the belt back on her, not having her fight for the belt.
I would agree.
Anytime soon. So I would just keep her off TV till then. Just kind of have it be like, well, she lost, now what does she do?
Yeah.
You know? And then she gets in the Royal Rumble and beats everybody.
Yeah. I mean, if they do it that way, that would be cool. I mean, again, I think it's just going to depend on what they do with her.
Yeah. So, Candice wins the match. I like this match. I thought it was good. Then we get an Arturo Ruas video. He's coming to NXT. He already kind of was in NXT, but he's coming back to NXT. If they do that,
it makes no sense.
I think it makes perfect sense. Wait, which thing?
Probably me saying
fighting
Shayna.
for fight Shayna and Rhea fighting again, or putting Shayna in the Royal Rumble. Because I think leaving Shayna off TV and putting her in the Rumble, I think that makes perfect sense. And that's a good spot to use her in. Because she's no longer needed in NXT.
I mean, it does make sense. I mean, it's just a matter of what they decide.
Because I don't think... Shayna doesn't need to be in NXT anymore. They can just do something with her and just kind of sort of move her quietly over to Raw. They can just do that. NXT doesn't need Shayna anymore. Shayna doesn't need NXT. It all works out the way it needs to work out.
Yeah.
So.
Again, I've said all along, the one thing that kills WWE is they do this, each person's on their own show.
Mhm.
I think it hurts them.
Mhm.
They need to just start doing cross promotion stuff. not have you set to one specific show unless you're a champion.
Yeah.
For that specific show.
I suppose. I mean, that makes sense. But then you're gonna have, NXT is supposed to like be the spot for like all the up and coming talent, and that's where they go, when they're up and coming. And then if you throw the main roster in there in the mix, then like, I feel like it almost really muddies the water. So, I mean, I think it makes sense, but at the same time it doesn't, just because that's what NXT is supposed to be, is like the new talent, And then they might not get as much time for the new talent if they combined everything,
Yeah.
So, hope that made sense, the
yeah,
way I described
that.
So, then we got Domanic Dijakovic versus Bronson Reed. I didn't really care for this match. Okay. Bronson Reed, he's another one. I don't really know what to think of him. Like, I don't know. I don't have a problem with him per se, but I don't quite see what the character is. He doesn't really have like any specific thing that makes him stand out compared to everybody else. So he's just kind of there. And when he's in matches, he's not going to win. So I don't know. I don't know what they need to do with him. But he's just like not.
Roderick
not that he's not entertaining, but like he's not entertaining to me. I personally don't find him entertaining.
Well, I think he has to be with the right person.
And I don't think Domanic Dijakovic was it.
No. I think he has to be with the right person.
Match.
I think that would help out with him. And I think putting him in with Dijakovic probably just is not the right person to have him up against to make it an interesting match.
And like I said, we all knew going into this, Bronson Reed stood no chance.
Yeah.
So just because of the way he's been used.
Yeah.
Because
I would agree.
He's pretty much a nobody, he's at the bottom of the food chain, so he's not going to win. It was obvious. So, Domanic Dijakovic won. It was just a meh match. Didn't really care for it.
How you doing, Elijah?
Hey, Maven and Gleen. Raw was funny. Seth Rollins with the gloves reminded me of someone, but I can't say it on here. So then we have a promo video for NXT versus NXT UK Worlds Collide. That's happening the day before the Royal Rumble. Okay, cool. Then we got a Bianca Belair video. This is just talking about her time in NXT. Then we get Shotzi Blackheart versus Bianca Belair, and this is Blackheart's debuting match on NXT.
Yeah.
And
again, they showcase some new
They
people.
did showcase some new talent, so that's cool.
Merry Christmas. It's Eli Theory.
What is up?
Merry Christmas, Elijah.
In 2020, they're doing a women's intercontinental title. Well, I can't read. Intercontinental title. Finally, I really can get behind that.
I can get behind it, James, but the thing they're going to have to do is I think
they're
you
gonna
have
screw it
to
up.
do. Well, you have to do cross. You can't keep it all on one show. There's not enough women, and
no, they're gonna keep it on Raw or SmackDown, and then it's
which is stupid.
It's gonna, yeah.
Did you hear? But Lashley and Ruas becoming Billy and Chuck 2.0.
Good grief! If they pull some crap like that, I will just laugh. Honestly, I will just laugh. Maybe you think Becky Lynch is retiring soon? No.
6 weeks from now.
No. Okay.
I'm gonna put that rumor out.
Quick. Why?
Just because.
She put up a tweet today.
Becky Lynch is gonna be retiring soon.
What was it? No, you're not. You're not gonna do that because that's spreading false information, and we're not Brad Shepard, so.
It's a rumor.
No, we don't do that. Anyways, Becky put up a tweet today. She said, "Sitting in Ireland, thinking about all the support you've given me this year, no matter what happens to us next year, I want you to know, I'll never be able to thank you." So, I don't know. She's not retiring, people.
She's quitting.
No, she's really not.
It's more than a retirement.
No.
It's quitting.
No. Whatever. She's not quitting. She's not retiring. That would be stupid. Okay? Honestly, she's at, like, the top of her career. That would be dumb just to quit. I'm just saying.
Maybe because she wants a baby with Seth. Well, I hope it'd be with Seth. Ronda wanted a baby with Seth?
So, I don't know. Man. I don't think she's retiring. The other funny thing is, WWE put out a tweet the other day and was asking, will Becky Lynch be champion at the end of 2019? Literally, we have like a week left of 2019. Why would they put that out there? Why?
I've seen some of her matches, Blackheart. Yeah.
Why would you put that out there? Of course she's going to be champion, right? Wouldn't that make sense?
Did you hear Bo Dallas coming back to WWE with a new gimmick and might team up with Bray Wyatt?
Neat.
I think that'd be cool.
They're brothers.
Yeah.
Okay, just checking.
Yeah, they're Mike Rotundo's sons.
Yo, Colin.
Hey there, Colin.
What up,
Somebody had
dude?
put up a poll asking if she'd still be champ at the end of the year.
Yeah, it was so dumb. I don't know why they did that.
That's because she's getting beat next week.
No, it was WWE that put it up. And it was like, why would you even do that? Because there's literally a week left of 2019. Why would you do that? That doesn't make any sense. There is a house show where she's defending against Charlotte and Asuka, but it's not going to change hands. It never does. So why put that out there? Of course she's going to be champ at the end of 2019 because Royal Rumble is until 2020.
James, you'll be done with WWE till like Toni Storm wins the title.
I don't even know, man. So, yeah, that's the stuff on Becky Lynch. So Shotzi Blackheart versus Bianca Belair.
By the way, hi, Colin.
What's up, dude?
Merry Christmas, Happy Holidays, Feliz Navidad.
Happy holidays.
Whatever it is you celebrate.
Technically.
If you celebrate anything.
Tomorrow.
That
There.
poll was ludicrous.
Hello, everybody. Hello, observing stuff. What is up?
Hey, observing stuff.
How's it going?
Merry Christmas. Happy Holidays. Feliz Navidad.
I don't
Whatever you celebrate.
know.
All right.
What was I gonna say? I was gonna say something. And I don't know what I was gonna say. Nobody wants Nia Jax back in WWE, but I want a powerhouse woman in WWE if Ronda does not come back. Or Shayna.
Was this show pre-recorded as well? I think that the first match, I don't know.
Yeah, the first match I have no idea. I thought the
Everything
first
else-
match was live, but I
Everything
think
else
everything
is
else is
pre-recorded.
pre-recorded.
But the first match, I'm not sure whether it was pre-recorded.
I
or
don't
not.
know if it was pre-recorded.
Because
It
it was
might
at
have
Full
been.
Sail.
It might have been pre-recorded from like earlier today.
That's possible.
But I don't know for sure.
Yeah. So I mean,
We can't all be mad if wrestlers leave. Some of them don't want to be at WWE for too long. Maybe they want to have a kid or do acting. Yeah, I don't think Becky's leaving. Okay, just
next
saying.
week, you too. But I haven't had a great Xmas. What's wrong, Colin?
He's gonna say, Maven didn't talk to me on Twitter at all today.
Oh.
And I'm gonna say, well, I was kind of busy, bro.
Bro.
I was opening gifts and
Kind
stuff.
of busy. It's been a busy day.
It has been a busy day. So, I'm sorry.
I was up till 4:30
Sorry I ruined your day.
this morning. Then I was up at 8:30
This morning.
this morning.
And then,
So yeah.
Yeah.
It's been a long day.
it has been a long day.
Merry Christmas.
And Merry Christmas. So, anyways, Shotzi Blackheart versus Bianca Belair. I thought it was, like, decent. I kind of wanted them to let Blackheart win, but they didn't. They had Bianca win. For her first match in NXT that's been, like, televised or whatever. Like, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about it.
I like how Sincere thought reminded me of young AJ Styles. Yeah. I think he's got a shot at doing some good stuff. Just not feeling great within myself. Sorry, Colin.
Hope you feel better, dude.
Eat a Snickers. Do they have Snickers in Scotland? Is that right? Is that where he's from?
I think so.
You from Scotland?
This is bad. I don't
You're
remember.
supposed to know.
I'm sorry, it's late.
Nick Aldis too. Yes, Nick Aldis is good. I like him.
He's on
NWA.
Yeah. My Xmas was alright. I think I was free food, but I'm thankful.
Hey,
I got
better
this.
than getting nothing.
I got this, guys.
Hope things go better, Bubble Boy. Yes.
I got this. It's a giant superstar doll set. It's one that was like an Amazon exclusive, and then it like sold out, and then like I don't know how my mother got it, but it has Becky and Charlotte and Stephanie and Sasha with purple hair and Bailey. It's so cool. Just thought I'd share that.
Get a gift, Gleen. I got life and job to buy my own gift. I'm happy about that. Hey, you know what? The important thing is you have people that care.
I'm from Scotland.
That's what I thought.
Yep. See, I didn't want to spread false information, so I just was like, yeah.
Do they have Snickers in Scotland? I know some places don't have things like that, so I don't know.
And
the Pope is in
Snickers.
NWA. Yes, I watched that.
Has Snickers.
I watched it this weekend, the other day. Yeah, we have Snickers. Maybe you need one of those, Colin.
Need Snickers. Eat a Snickers. Free food saves me money. That is true. Free food does save you money.
It does save you money.
It does save you money.
Gleen, we need a live stream of how to book women's division with Maven action figure. Hey, by the way, look tomorrow. Possibly tomorrow or Friday, we might be doing a 2K video.
The Bailey toy looks like a Dragon Ball Z character.
It does.
It's really cool.
You are correct.
It's really cool. So now we really have all the superstar dolls. Because we have that set too.
Yeah.
And there's the Stephanie McMahon in it. And you can only get the Stephanie McMahon in that set.
Yep.
So it's really cool. And Sasha with purple hair. I still can't get over the Sasha with purple hair because the other two that we have, there are two other Sasha ones. One that has like pink hair and one that has sort of magenta-y, purpley-ish hair, but it's not purple or pink. It's kind of in between. And then you have like the full-on purple. Now they need to make one with blue hair.
Yeah. How you doing, Justin? Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to
Happy New Year. Feliz Navidad.
Whatever
it is you celebrate. More to the point, Maven. Did you get Becky's jacket?
No, I didn't. I got a whole bunch of jeans. I didn't get any jackets.
We had to spend all of our money on jeans, so she didn't get the jacket.
No.
What happened to good action figures? Now they look cringe.
Some of them
do.
Cool. Some of them do look cringe, but those particular
dolls. Some of them don't look too bad.
Those particular dolls right there.
I got a pair of Nikes to me for Christmas.
Neato.
Did you buy them, James?
Those particular dolls right there.
Did someone buy them for you?
Look really cool.
That is a cool look. If I was a WWE wrestler in pay-per-view, I would come out in Dragon Ball Z attire.
I mean, it is really cool. I think this is supposed to be the WrestleMania set. Like the one was Stephanie McMahon when she came out with Triple H. I don't even remember what WrestleMania was, like WrestleMania 32 or something like that.
Well, they were supposed to come out with more of these, and like they just stopped.
They were supposed to, and then they stopped. They made one for Becky at one of the Comic-Cons, and it was her with her two belts, like after WrestleMania, and I was like, please sell that.
I missed NXT. Was it good?
No.
The Roderick Strong Austin Theory match was pretty good. I mean, I won't say it was bad, but
I should have kept my old Stone Cold action figures from the 90s.
Yep, should have.
Jeez.
Gleen, we're doing How to Book Raw on Saturday. Let's go. We got some stuff planned, so you'll see.
But anyways, it's different attires from WrestleMania. I think the Bailey and Sasha were like. The Bailey one is from WrestleMania whenever she fought. I don't know who she fought. I don't remember, but it was one of the WrestleManias. And the Sasha was also WrestleMania.
Yeah.
So they're really cool, and I got them for Christmas. Just thought.
I had WWE toys in 2011, but had Marvel toys as a wrestler, WWE wrestler. Yeah. Well, now you have Ricochet. The last match was good. Yeah, I thought the last match was solid. I mean, it's just like. I think the big issue with these matches tonight is there's no storylines to any of them.
I just didn't care.
And so I think it makes it tougher to get involved and like have an emotional feeling towards them.
Yeah. So anyway, Shotzi Blackheart. I wish they would have let her win, but they didn't. So Bianca did. Neat. Then we got next next week, the NXT End of Year Awards. We can kind of go back to that in just a minute. I can look up the categories and we can like share our thoughts. Because, well, this is going to be a very short screen. So, we'll talk about that while we're here. And then the main event is Keith Lee and Lio Rush versus Tony Nese and Damian Priest.
First was Evan Bourne.
I mean, that is true. Yes. Yes. Ricochet's better, though. Lee and Rush won. Again, I did not care for this match. I just don't like Damian Priest, okay? Damian Priest ruins everything for me. It's like Baron Corbin, but like in NXT, okay? And so, I just don't like him.
Only he's not out there like Baron Corbin.
No.
Anyway, folks, I'm going to bed. So you're streaming today, my time too? Possibly.
Maybe. We'll see. I'll get back to you. I'll let you know. Ding. Anyways, I just don't like Damian Priest, and he ruins everything for me. And I don't know. I didn't care for this. Really didn't, guys. I'm so sorry. I really didn't care for it.
Yeah. Again, I think that it's because there's no emotional investment in it. I think it makes it tougher when you don't have the emotional investment and the match really doesn't mean a lot. So I think that makes it harder to get invested in what's happening. There's still an unedited and highly amusing video of Maven and Mr. Gleen unboxing a large haul of those WWE Superstars dolls. What an Xmas present that would be if they were uploaded. Hint, hint. Yeah, we did that a long time ago.
That's your opinion?
That's your opinion. I respect it.
Well, thanks, man. Anyways, so the NXT end of year, that was NXT. It felt like it dragged on forever, but really nothing happened on it. And it was just kind of boring in my opinion. So the NXT end of year awards are next week. And there are like 6 or 7 different categories. I don't even know.
I thought Colin was going to bed.
He was. But
he's still here.
He's still here, yeah.
He stuck around.
He does listen.
My internet was messing up.
Well,
James, the Fiend got your internet too.
So, the first one that they have listed on the WWE website is the Female Competitor of the Year. And the people they have listed are Io Shirai, Shayna Baszler, Rhea Ripley, Kaylee Ray, Toni Storm, and Bianca Belair. Okay, Bianca Belair.
I think Maven is saying Damian Priest needs a female manager to get him over. Needs a better theme, and his moveset is slow, but he does remind me of WWF stars back then, but boring.
No, I just think he's just boring, period, and I don't think anything's going to change that
That's
for me.
pretty good.
Nothing's going to change it
That's
for
a pretty good description, though.
I mean, it is, but nothing's going to change it for me.
Yeah, might not.
Anyways.
I am.
NXT End of Year Awards. Female Competitor of the Year. For sure is not Bianca.
Good night, Colin. Hopefully things go better for you tomorrow.
Yes, hopefully. I'll talk to you later. It for sure isn't Bianca. No way she's not going to be Competitor of the Year. Honestly, I don't think it's going to be Toni or Kaylee Ray either.
I think the only one that can do it is Shayna.
Competitor of the Year?
Yeah.
I think it's going to be either Shayna or Rhea.
Becky got Superstar Wrestling.
I suppose it could be...
Superstar Wrestling of the Year.
It could be Io, potentially. But I don't think she has as good of a shot as Shayna and Rhea does.
I don't think Rhea's been around long enough.
No, but I think she's had enough spark within the last...
Okay, but if you're going to base everything off the last 2 or 3 months, then...
Okay, but that's what people are going to remember, though. If people are voting for this, they're going, oh, who's the Female Competitor of the Year? Oh, Rhea Ripley, for sure. Like, she's been really good recently. I really like her. So I'm going to vote for Rhea Ripley. So I could totally see Rhea winning this. But the logical vote is probably Shayna. Logically,
although I see other people voting the other way. I mean, it's I wouldn't be shocked if they went with Rhea.
Logically, Shayna is probably the Female Competitor of the Year. But based upon because the fans are voting and they get a say in it and they're what makes it, the thing. then I could potentially see Rhea. And I think there's probably a good percentage of people voting for Io too.
I think
if we're looking at it, I think it's only going to come down to Shayna and Rhea.
If we would have voted on this a couple months ago, I would have said Io.
Yeah, Io's kind of fallen off the face of the map in the last couple months because they've been more focused on Rhea. But Io has had a very good year. So those would be the top 3.
How do you vote?
Well, you go to the WWE, you go to WWE.com, and, well, you could search NXT End of Year Awards, and then go click the little thing with WWE and, like, you know, the website, and then it takes you to a page where they have everything listed.
It says
Undisputed Era versus Imperium at Worlds Collide. Walter.
Here, James.
Kyle all night.
I'm gonna tell you how to vote. It says the NXT Universe can vote on different categories on Twitter and here on WWE.com. In order for Twitter vote to be official, you must include both of the following in your tweet: 1, the hashtag of the category, and 2, the hashtag of the nominee you are voting for. Please limit your votes to 1 category and 1 nominee per tweet.
The winners will be revealed during the January 1st, 2020 edition of NXT on USA. Voting ends this Sunday, 12/29 at 12:01 a.m. Eastern Time. So.
Yes. So yeah, you can go to WWE's site and they have information on it there. But you can do it through Twitter.
Yeah. You might be able to do it on the app.
Can you do it on the app?
I don't know
if you can do it on the app or not.
So that would be the NXT.
United Undisputed Era versus Imperium at Worlds Collide. Walter just gonna chop Kyle all night.
Pretty much.
You know what? I'm looking forward to it.
It should be good.
It should. I was gonna say it should be interesting. It should be good.
So that's the Female Competitor of the Year category. Then you have the Male Competitor of the Year. You have Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano, Velveteen Dream, Tyler Bate, Walter, and Adam Cole. Honestly, I don't know. This is another tough one because I think it comes down to Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano and possibly even Ciampa because before he was injured, that was still 2019, so... Yeah.
Here's the issue with having fans vote. The people will vote for whatever is most currently happening.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I was talking about with the Rhea thing.
So you might have four weeks of...
Logically, Shayna is the Female Competitor of the Year. But based upon everything that's happened within the last, 2 months, people are probably going to vote for Rhea. Because Rhea's more relevant and she's been out there more and she's now the NXT Women's Champion. So that kind of, dethrones Shayna. So that's why I was like, I think it's going to be close. I think Rhea has a good shot at winning.
Which is why The Fiend got Wrestle of the Year. How? Yeah, I agree. I don't know how. I mean, it's one of those things that when you allow people to vote, it's all rigged. I think the issue is if you allow people to vote, it's whatever is fresh in their mind at the time. You may have had a good storyline for 10 months, and someone was impressive, and the last 2 months of the year, they weren't good, or someone else was bigger. And so those last 2 months are going to be what people remember. That's what they're going to vote for.
Yeah.
So when they talk about the Wrestler of the Year...
It's just like the Slammy Awards.
Yeah.
Oh, boy, the Slammy.
It's like Wrestler of the last 2 months or Wrestler of the last month. Whoever's been fresh in everybody's mind.
I really don't know. This is a tough one. It's either going to be Gargano, Ciampa, or Cole. I feel like, logically... In my opinion, I think Cole is probably had the best. I think Cole has probably had the best year out of those 3 that I just listed. I mean,
the one thing I wish they would do, I wish WWE would keep track of wins and losses. Because I think that could help people look at it and go, "Whoa, you know what?
Wow,
they've only won 3 times, and
that guy really
their 3 wins this year were all in this last month."
But that guy really sucks, But honestly, looking at it, I think Adam Cole is probably Male Competitor of the Year, and I think he's had one of the best years.
The Slammy Wars had his vote, but the number he texted during Raw never worked.
Not only, the
It worked
last...
for somebody.
How long has Adam Cole been champion? 6 months?
A while.
Longer than that? Shorter than that? I don't
yeah.
know, but it's not just because Adam Cole is champion currently. It's because Adam Cole, even when he wasn't champion, he was still out there, he was still relevant, he's still amazing in the ring, he's still amazing on the mic, and I think he's probably had the best year. He's probably had the best year out of any of those 6 guys.
Wikipedia does. Thoughts on the Triple Threat Friday? Daniel Bryan versus The Miz versus Corbin to see who faces the Fiend for the Universal title.
Corbin better not win or we're going to have some problems.
I hope Corbin wins and then the Fiend attacks him.
Okay, like I said, the only way I'm okay if Corbin wins is if he thinks he is such a big shot and then he runs away scared like a little baby.
I think it would be cool. I was hoping that the Fiend would come out and attack Corbin the other night.
Yeah.
When they were all sitting in corners and...
Cole because of November. Honestly, Cole because, well, he got killed like 3 times in 1 week. So, I mean, we got to give props to the guy.
Again, it's like happened here in the last
It has happened here in the last
month and a half.
But looking at it as a whole...
And so people remember that, and so that's what they remember.
Definitely.
Not that he doesn't deserve it.
I think looking at it as a whole, I think Adam Cole has probably had the best year out of those guys. And then
Corbin wins.
close second would be Tommaso Ciampa. I think Johnny Gargano's had a good year, but I don't think it's been as good as either of those other 2 guys.
No. The Velveteen Dream had a good year till he got hurt.
I mean, he did, yeah. So I don't really think he's gonna... And then, like, Tyler Bate. I think Tyler Bate is good. He's really good in the ring. He's very entertaining to watch. But what has he done this year? He hasn't really done anything. I mean, he stood up to Walter, and he had his match with Walter, and it was an amazing match, and it's in the running for match of the year. But other than that, I don't think he hasn't done anything.
It's a no DQ match. Ziggler helps Corbin. I think he's going to help him, but I don't know if that's going to give him the win. I hope Corbin wins if he brings back the Lone Wolf gimmick.
I hope he doesn't win, because I just don't want to see Corbin in, like, a championship.
Here's a thought, and here's what, I've said, several times. Everybody that the Fiend attacks goes back to something they had done before.
Yeah.
So maybe, if he attacks Corbin...
maybe the Fiend can... He'll take all that hair that he tore out of Daniel Bryan's, face and
put
head,
it into Corbin.
And put it on Corbin. That would be so funny, though. Okay, I think we are onto a genius idea. Like, for reals, though.
That'd be funny.
Lacey
and Daniel will team up to take on Sasha and Bayley.
Exciting.
That'd be cool.
Exciting. I haven't seen anything else as to what's
anyway, back to the awards.
Who would you say?
Walter probably has had the best year.
I mean, he hasn't been beat by anybody. So, technically...
Being you hear the Rebella getting a character change.
Yeah, I saw that they're going to be turned into a comedy act.
They're
going to love that.
They will be leaving in April.
They're going to go to AEW.
I would... Yeah, they're going somewhere.
They are going to AEW, not a doubt in my mind that they're not going to AEW. Honestly, at this point, I think they're just waiting.
I agree, James. Lacey and Dana have improved a lot. Lacey has improved tremendously, I think.
I was going to say, I agree with half of that.
Dana has gotten better the last couple times.
I hope Corbin trips on a Lego. Me too. I always want him to fall through his throne, but he doesn't. Yeah. I just want the guys to just, drop him. Not drop him so it kills him, but just drop him so it knocks him out for a minute. Maybe we don't have to see one of his matches,
Yeah.
That'd be nice. Just saying. You don't have to kill the guy, but just put him on, knock him out and then put him on a plane and send him to a tropical island and then I'll have
just
no clue
hurt
where
him.
he is. I don't like Corbin. So, anything to get rid of him. I'll take it. Anyways, male competitor of the year. I'm going to say Adam Cole.
He's going to win it, but I think Walter has a legitimate beef.
But also, again, I think Tommaso Ciampa might win it.
Following having defended titles in 30 days, Becky, Brock, Nakamura, or Walter. Thoughts?
Okay. Brock is lazy, doesn't care. So, Brock is Brock. And it annoys the crap out of me, but it's not going to change, and it sucks. Becky, she was put in the tag division, and I understand why they did it, because they have a really good story there with Asuka, so they had to play that whole thing out. So I'm okay with Becky not defending her title because of the fact that the Asuka-Becky storyline is really good, and that they're going to have their match at Royal Rumble. Can you agree with me on that?
Yeah.
I think they had to do what they did at TLC to get to where they are now. Otherwise, it would have made sense, but it wouldn't have been as interesting if they didn't do it. So they had to do it.
Yeah.
To get to where they are now.
Brock hasn't even been seen in like a month.
Nakamura's on TV about every week, but he's not defending his title. He's in tag matches with Cesaro.
They put him in with Cesaro.
So, to me, that makes no sense.
Yeah.
And why is the belt on him?
Yeah.
And Walter, I don't think you can have Walter defend on a weekly basis, because I feel like it doesn't have to be special, but, like, not an average person is going to beat him. It has to be some momentous occasion to where people might think, like the Tyler Bates situation.
I think the issue with Walter is he spent, like, a lot of time over here.
He did.
In the States over, like, the last 2 months.
Yeah, like with getting NXT off the ground on USA, he was over here, and they did the whole Imperium attacks, and then you had Survivor Series, and you had all that. So, yeah, that too, that doesn't help. But I think, like, with the Tyler Bates situation, Tyler Bates stood a chance and could have beaten Walter. Whereas if you put him up against somebody, like, I don't even know who, anybody on NXT UK, it's not believable, and we know that they don't stand a chance against Walter. So I feel like just skip out on those and have him defend at the big pay-per-views where it's going to be a match that actually means something,
Yeah.
Instead of a bunch of meaningless title defenses.
Yep.
But we know the guy's going to win,
Gleen, what if Ziggler gets attacked by Fiend and he comes back as the Spirit Squad?
Oh, good grief.
Or comes back in his 2000.
I would so laugh at that.
Here's what I think will happen. If the Fiend comes out to come after Corbin, I think Ziggler's going to run.
I think so, and then Corbin's going to be like...
Yeah.
I thought you were my friend.
Yeah.
Bro.
Braun has taken the IC title from Knock. Yeah, I mean, right now
that's the way it's building.
Nothing.
I think that's the way we're heading to that, and that's going to happen with at Royal Rumble. I think that's happening. Brock Lesnar has good matches with small wrestlers. He sells good. Becky, good wrestler. Nice on the mic. She's boring now.
Here's the issue with Becky.
Nakamura, good wrestler, needs to leave. Go to AEW or New Japan. Walter is Walter. Accurate description. Here's
the issue with Becky though is Becky is when she has a good feud, I think she does a good job with it.
The crap that they've been giving her the last couple months is, rumor is it'll be Ricochet versus Brock at the Rumble. I feel so terrible for Ricochet.
Yeah. 2.3 seconds, it'll be over.
I want them. Okay, I'll share my thoughts in a second. Continue with the Becky. The crap they've been giving Becky the last couple months. The whole Shayna thing. I liked what they did with it, but it was like just the outcome of it, and like the match itself just kind of sucked. So that was just kind of like sucky. So, I feel like if they could build more on that and do like a singles feud with Shayna and Becky, it would be so interesting and so entertaining. But I think the fact that we threw Bayley in there too kind of just messed everything up. Not messed everything up, because I think it was like fine what they did with the build up, but then the match sucked. So I think throwing Bayley in there kind of just threw off the whole groove, threw off the whole vibe, and then like it just needs to be the singles match between the two of them. That's what people like want to see. It's almost like the WrestleMania 35 main event where we threw Charlotte in there instead of it just being Ronda versus Becky, which is what everybody wanted to see. Yeah. Shayna versus Becky is what everybody wanted to see. So throwing Bayley in there just kind of threw it off to where it was like people really didn't care as much. So I think if it was just Shayna and Becky, that would have been better. So I think doing a feud down the line, like after the Rumble, would be so much more logical, and I think it'll go over better than, that triple threat did. What did she have before that? I mean, she was fighting Lacey for months on end, and the story that they did with that, it was god-awful. It sucked, and it's bad. And it was bad. And they did the whole stuff with Seth, which I didn't mind it, but I know a lot of people really didn't like it. And I think that threw off her momentum, and it messed up Seth too. So I think doing that in the long run it screwed them both over. Shouldn't have done it. It didn't make a whole lot of sense. It was just because it was relevant. The relationship was relevant. Then, who else did she defend against? That's about it.
Yeah.
So, doing the stuff they did with Becky at TLC needed to happen to get to where we are now with the amazing feud that they have with Asuka. Everything that we've done from the time they started doing stuff, like when Becky got, green spit stuff in her face from Asuka on that one Raw, everything we've done from then on to getting to now to the Royal Rumble where they're going to fight each other in an amazing match, it all needed to happen, so not having a feud in there for the title, I think, is fine. Because we were building up to this feud. And you had to do it to make it make sense and get people super interested in it like they are.
Yeah, I mean...
Because they had something there with, the fact that she lost to Asuka last year at the Rumble, and that was something that was never really resolved or, mentioned, she's always said, oh, they want you to forget, but I don't forget, I know she beat me. She's the only person that's beaten me clean. So, I need to fix that, and I think it's a really good story, a year later, to see it play out at Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Let's see here. Drew versus Walter would definitely be a good match.
Drew,
that'd be awesome.
Okay.
I think that'd be cool.
One up, Ricochet, Brock at the Royal Rumble. What I want to see, personally, I would like to see Drew McIntyre go for the WWE Championship. Because I think I've been loving the guy on the mic recently. He's been killing it on the mic, and I've been thoroughly enjoying his promos. And I think he should go for the WWE Championship.
A new U.S. belt is coming when? Royal Rumble or WrestleMania? Probably WrestleMania. But I think it'd be cool if they did it at Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
The triple threat match at Survivor Series was bad. Yes, definitely. It was pointless.
It wasn't pointless, but it was just the execution of it just wasn't good.
Pointless.
No, the ending of it. Then what was the whole point of Survivor Series? If you want to say that was pointless, then you can just say the whole card was pointless.
No.
Because it was the NXT versus SmackDown versus Raw. So that statement is just being
The thing is, if you're not going to use it and build off of it, then it's pointless.
But I think, exactly, okay, it's not pointless. The execution of it was poor. Was very bad. The whole ending, the logic behind it didn't make a whole lot of sense. But they can still build on that going forward because Becky got beat by Shayna.
Okay,
She didn't get beat by... Okay, nope, let me finish. Pause. Don't start talking yet. Becky got beat by Shayna. She did not get pinned or submitted by Shayna, but she ultimately got beat in that match due to what happened. So if Shayna turns around and wins the Rumble, they have a story to go off of after the amazing one that they have with Asuka. They could have another story with Shayna and Becky leading to WrestleMania. So it's all logical. Becky will be so excited about having the match because Shayna beat me, and well, guess what? Now I'm gonna kick the crap out of you because of what happened back at Survivor Series. So it still makes sense, and it's still logical based upon what happened. The execution of what happened at Survivor Series, I am in no way, shape, or form saying it was good. But the outcome, with the fact that Shayna won, Period. Point blank. She won. She beat Bayley, but she beat Becky too because it was a triple threat match. So now Becky wants redemption. She wants revenge. Even though she didn't get beat, didn't get pinned, didn't get submitted, she still got beat. So she needs to get that win back, which makes sense for WrestleMania. They could have a good story there. And then they have the whole fact that she's Ronda's friend, and well, guess what? Ronda tucked her tail between her legs and left. So guess what? I'm going to do the same thing to you. They could do that also. Go ahead, speak now.
The whole thing was pointless.
Whatever.
Well, here's the problem. WWE wants you to have these storylines going. And they're going to expect you to sit around for a year and go, yep, I remember last year during this time, Asuka beat Becky. And so now she's all of a sudden...
everybody remembers it, though.
All of a sudden decided, well, now I want to get revenge on that one loss that I had.
Okay.
I've been sitting around for 11 months.
What's
and
your
just now
problem with
decided
that?
I want to get revenge for that one loss.
Okay. What's the problem with that?
Why didn't you want revenge like a month after or 2 weeks after or a week after?
Because she went off, she won the freaking Rumble and then fought Ronda, okay? So she wasn't focused on Asuka at that point in time.
Okay, so she got the title.
Now she's back face to face with Asuka.
She should have went after Asuka like right away and said, hey, I want you beat me and I want to end this. I want revenge now. No, I'm going to wait 11 months and then tell you about it.
I am about to go off like a rocket. Please stop. It makes perfect sense, though.
Oh, yeah.
Because
it's like SpongeBob. 11 months later.
You don't even watch SpongeBob, so you don't even know what it is. Anyways, it makes perfect sense. I know what
SpongeBob does.
Yeah, whatever. It makes perfect sense.
11 months later.
Are you done?
No.
Are you done?
No.
Okay.
How you doing, Dylan?
When Maven talks,
we all listen.
See? He's not good at that.
Not
at all.
I hear her talk all the time, Elijah.
So, okay, it makes perfect sense, though. Because, yes, it happened last year. It doesn't matter when it happened. It happened regardless. It was something that was left unresolved. After the fact, it was like, what?
Who's your favorite wrestler, Dylan?
Like, Becky got beat?
We need a loud female like Maven in WWE.
Like, I don't know, man. What even is this? And then, like, we turn around and Asuka fired the first shot that made Becky go, I remember why I hate you. Now, finally,
I watched NXT earlier.
Finally,
we just got done doing our NXT review.
Again. I'm done with all the garbage, okay? Done with all the garbage. Done with Lacey Evans fighting Lacey Evans for 4 freaking months. Done fighting Charlotte for 9 freaking months. I'm done fighting all these different people. It's back to Asuka. It's back to Asuka.
11 months later.
So what? It's happening regardless. I don't see why you have a problem with
I can just see when they do the promo for this and Roman Reigns, that's cool.
I don't understand why you have a problem with this because I think this is a very logical story.
Brock Lesnar.
And makes a lot of sense.
Undertaker's a good one. I'm not a huge Brock Lesnar fan.
I don't like Brock Lesnar. Sorry. You're new here, man. I don't like Brock Lesnar.
You haven't heard one of her rants.
I don't like Brock Lesnar. At all. I don't respect the guy. That's all I'm going to say for now.
Hashtag Maven rants. Bray Wyatt. That's another good one.
Bray Wyatt is cool. So I don't
So when they do this promo for this match, it's going to be like they're going to lead up to this match, and then at the end they're going to go 11 months later in the SpongeBob voice and the SpongeBob picture.
I don't understand why you have a problem with it though.
I'm just saying that like
what is the
why
problem
wait so
with
long
it?
to like get revenge?
I don't have a problem with it. I think it makes a lot of sense that a year later, after she's been done fighting all these stupid people. Hey, first off, Asuka wasn't even on Raw until like 2 months ago.
Well, Asuka got kind of kicked to the side is what happened.
Okay, and then she was the tag team champion.
Why didn't you tell me I had the wrong logo up there?
I don't know. I wasn't paying attention. Whatever.
You and Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy, Gleen? How about the little tag team? I think they'd be a cool tag team.
I don't see why you have a problem with it.
Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy, I think, would be a good tag team.
Guys, we
I
were
have
in
a
the
huge
middle.
crush on Alexa Bliss.
we were trying to talk about like the end of year awards for NXT. So male, I said Adam Cole. You said Walter or Adam Cole.
It's probably gonna be Adam Cole, but Walter's probably had the better year.
So then the overall competitor of the year, we have Tommaso Ciampa, Johnny Gargano.
Well, I think this is obvious. It's going to be one of those. It's either going to be Cole, Baszler, Rhea,
Velveteen Dream,
or Walter.
Well, it's the two different.
My favorite is Damian Priest, Dana Brooke, and Baron.
No.
Uh-oh, look out.
Elijah. You picked all the people
You just did it.
that I don't like, man. Why you gotta do that to me? I thought we were buddies. I thought we were friends. Apparently not. Can't believe you.
He's trying to draw out a rant. That's what he's trying to do.
I can't believe you. I already ranted. I'm not ranting anymore. I have to yell at this dude. Because I'm like, I literally don't understand why you have a problem with it.
11 months later.
Okay, what?
So what y'all expecting for 2020 for WWE?
Becky will still be champion.
Becky will lose her title within the first 4 months.
Okay, but what are y'all expecting for 2020? I'm just flat out saying Becky will still be champion going into 2020. If she loses the belt at Royal Rumble, yes, she was still champion in 2020. Does not matter to me. But she was still champion in 2020.
Here's what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping for better storylines.
Yes.
I'm hoping for...
Taynara's great, Maven.
I'm hoping for better storylines.
Yes.
And I'm hoping
better
for...
character development.
I'm hoping... Well, I think that would be part of
More
your better storylines.
Elias.
Your better storylines would be better.
Elias for president.
Oops, the heel turn is working.
Elias for president.
I think that you know... storylines will come if you turn your characters loose.
Give them more creative freedom.
I think if you don't have them, if they're not robots, they're not doing, you know,
robotic things.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Becky will still be champ for about 4 months at most.
Spanish now.
Yes, he's Spanish now. No habla español.
I don't know any Spanish. I know uno, dos, tres.
I know a little bit.
Cuatro, cinco, seis, siete.
I can understand it better than I can speak it. CM Punk coming back to WWE Royal Rumble 2020? No.
I don't think so.
I would say no. I don't think CM Punk will come back to WWE.
I think there's a shot he does, but
if he
does,
I don't.
It'll be.
It won't be to wrestle.
No, I think.
I think it'll be to be commentator, manager, something
honestly,
like that.
I think there's a good shot he does come back to wrestle, but I also think there's a good shot that he doesn't. But I also think that there's a good shot that he just comes back to do commentary and stuff. So I don't know. My answer to that question would be I don't really know.
When we do Raw next week, you got to say 30 months later. When we say talk about the Raw match, I'll do that.
So, anyways,
30 months later.
Overall competitor of the year, I'd say it comes to
52 weeks later.
Suppose Shayna, Adam, and
Becky will still
Rhea.
be women's champion. Let's go.
Tag team of the year.
IC champion. It will be what? Becky will still be woman IC champion. Let's go. Or go.
Go.
I'm not sure what's he saying there.
I don't know. So the NXT Tag Team of the Year, the ones you have listed for this one are Undisputed Era, Street Profits, Grizzled Young Veterans, Flash Morgan Webster, and Mark Andrews, and the Viking Raiders.
I think the obvious one there is Undisputed Era.
100% has had the best year out of all of them.
Yeah.
Street Profits, I would give it to the Street Profits, but they were only tag champs for I feel like a month. And then they lost them to...
Heyman's supposed to turn on Brock when Lars returns. That would be interesting. That would be cool. So then do we get a Lars-Brock feud?
Maybe.
Which could be interesting.
Oh, Lars Sullivan. It makes me think of that gif where he totally misses the kick.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so funny. I saw that.
Where Aleister Black kicks the
It
air
was
and knocks
so
him down.
funny. Oh, jeez. I would say Street Profits, but they were only champs for like a minute. And the Viking Raiders didn't really do much when they were tag team champions. So, logical choices in Undisputed Era.
Seth Rollins AOP attacks.
Of the year. Takeover of the year.
I'm glad he joined AOP. I think it's cool that he's with AOP. I think the only thing is, Dylan, I said this after the Fiend match, at where was it at? What pay-per-view? Huh?
Crown Jewel, Hell in a Cell.
Yeah, Hell in a Cell. After Hell in a Cell, he should have came out because a lot of fans were like upset with him and things. He should have came out the next night and turned heel.
Did anybody watch the Seth 365 documentary? I don't know if anybody did, but I just thought I'd ask. I saw it. It's pretty good. He was pretty, not upset about the fans turning on him, but he was like, that's like never happened before. Like, I've never like been like I've been a bad guy, but I've never been like turned on like what they did. You know? Where they were like, Seth Rollins is not cool. He's like, I never saw a sign. I've never seen a sign that said Seth Rollins is not cool.
I heard that a while ago.
So.
I think if they do that, that'd be awesome. They're going to be the new Shield.
I don't think they're going to be the new Shield. I think it's going to be more so like a J&J security type of thing.
Yeah.
Do you think WWE's going to do another draft after Mania?
I hope not.
I think that'd be kind of stupid, personally.
My wish is they would just stop doing the you're stuck in this brand, you're stuck in that brand. Do the crossover stuff. They do it anyway. It would make things more interesting. The titles.
Okay, hold on. I gotta talk about that.
The titles could be more interesting. I just think if they did it that way, I think that the women's tag titles, the men's tag titles, would be way more interesting, and you could do a lot more with it. They just had to make Seth attack Ray. I like how Joe is involved now.
I want to talk about that. So I actually did not see this because I fell asleep the last couple minutes of Raw. Sorry. But, it's the truth. Anyways, I like that Joe's involved too. At the beginning of Raw, after they had attacked the first time, he was like, no, this is not okay. I don't know how we stand up to this, but this is not okay. And then he got attacked. He was like, you take 2 steps closer and I'm going to whip both of you up and down. I love that. I love that Samoa Joe, this is how you get Samoa Joe involved. This means you should keep him on commentary for the next couple weeks. And let this play out.
Yeah.
You know? Just let him be the voice of everybody, you know? I think that would be so good. So great.
Yeah. Paul Heyman, I hear, is pushing Aleister Black and Buddy Murphy to win more and then be WWE champion soon. Interesting. I think having that, I think what you had said earlier is, I think it's you, Elijah, that said something about them being a tag team. I think that'd be awesome if they were a tag team and have them be pushed for tag titles. If y'all haven't seen Becky's 24, y'all should check it out. Good stuff. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Paul Heyman, and I am the advocate for the reigning, defending, undisputed WWE champion of the world, Brock Lesnar.
You didn't even do it right.
I was close enough.
Brock
I think I probably did it better than him.
Lesnar.
Yeah, that too.
Spit everywhere. Spit.
I wasn't going to spit on anything.
So, NXT Takeover of the Year. Takeover Phoenix, Takeover Blackpool UK.
I tell you what, it'd be a tough one to choose.
Takeover New York, Takeover 25.
I think all of the takeovers have been
Toronto,
good.
Takeover Cardiff, NXT UK Takeover Cardiff, and Takeover War Games.
I think War Games will win it just because, again, it's the freshest in people's minds.
I don't think so. I think New York's going to win it.
Oh, it might, but I don't think there's been a bad takeover.
New York was the Johnny Gargano, the 3 stages of whatever they were, right?
Yeah.
Was that takeover, or was it Takeover 25?
I don't remember.
I don't remember which one it was.
I think it was New York Takeover, but I'm not sure.
It was... Sorry, our keyboard's really loud. We got a new keyboard. We got a new keyboard. Well, technically we didn't My brother did. Let me look. I think it was TakeOver New York. I think. Let me see. TakeOver New York.
Checking out the facts
2019.
right now.
Yeah. Wait. Was it this one?
I don't remember. You were wrong, weren't you? Did Roderick Strong retain? Yes, he did, Dylan. It was actually a good match.
2 out of 3 falls.
Excellent match.
No, it wasn't this one. It was, I think it was TakeOver 25.
It was probably a better match than I thought it was going to be.
I think it was TakeOver 25.
You have no clue, do you? No clue
What
at all.
match was it that they had the 3 things and then
The 3 things? What are you talking about?
the cage and stuff?
Oh,
Wasn't
Gleen.
that
The reason
match?
why Rowan's being in a jobber match
Oh,
is so
good
he can
grief.
be U.S. champion and get more wins by Paul Heyman. He said he wants to bring back matches that wrestler wins by beat up jobbers. I'm cool with fighting jobbers.
Okay,
I don't have any issue with fighting jobbers.
Honestly, TakeOver 25 was really good though too. They had a really good card.
NWA does it, and I like some of the stuff they do on there. You go back and look at like the old wrestling. They always. I think the big issue is right now is we try and put everybody out there, and try and put these good matches out there every week. And I think sometimes you just have to have someone out there that someone beats up, or in, Rowan's case, he beats somebody up every week. I just want to know what's in his cage.
Me too. That'd be nice.
It's probably nothing. It's like an
Takeover
imaginary thing.
Phoenix.
It's like the ghost of Christmas past or something in there.
Oh,
You can't
TakeOver
see it.
Phoenix. TakeOver Phoenix was good too.
That's what I said. It's like picking a
Man.
takeover would be hard to do.
TakeOver Toronto, honestly, out of all of them, was this the one with the cage match? Wait. This was the one with the cage match. This was it, I think. In the main event, Adam Cole defended the NXT Championship against Johnny Gargano in a 2 out of 3 falls match. The first fall was a singles match. Gargano was disqualified for striking
that's the one that
Cole with a chair.
fell off the top.
Meaning Cole won the first fall. The second fall was a street fight. Gargano forced Cole to submit and to the Gargano escape to win the second fall. And the third fall was a barbed wire steel cage match. Cole performed a Panama Sunrise on Gargano. For the near fall, Cole then performed the Panama Sunrise off the ladder on Gargano for the near fall. Gargano performed the avalanche front flip pile driver on Cole for the 2 count. Atop the cage, Cole and Gargano fell through the table. Cole pinned Gargano and retained the title 2-on-1. That was when they nearly died. Oh my gosh, okay.
They wouldn't do all this for a possum, would they, James?
Just for that match alone.
I think it'd be a lot cooler if it was a skunk.
Just for that match alone, I feel like that is so tough. Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole had a lot of 2 out of 3 falls matches.
Yeah.
What the heck? They had at least 2, which is why I was like, which takeover was it? Because they had at NXT TakeOver New York, they had a 2 out of 3 falls match.
I heard 2020 the Santa Claus who wins the 24/7 is going to be into the Hall of
They had a 2 out of 3 falls match there. And
he deserves it. He was a champion in WWE.
Then they had the 2 out of 3 falls match at TakeOver Toronto. And then they had the singles match at TakeOver 25. Wow, they had a lot of matches.
Yep.
Jeez, man. Honestly, I would say TakeOver Toronto for me personally. It'd be TakeOver Toronto probably just for that one match. But, I mean, the rest of the card was good, too. TakeOver Toronto.
Kira and R-Truth as a tag team and beat Viking Raiders.
TakeOver Toronto's card was pretty decent.
R-Truth cannot do, like, a serious thing.
Street Profits.
He's got to continue to do his kind of gimmicky joke thing.
Io Shirai versus Candice LeRae, that was a good match too. Velveteen Dream versus Pete Dunne and Roderick Strong was the only match on that card that I didn't care for because Shayna Baszler versus Mia Yim was also good, and I really thought Mia was going to win the match, and then she didn't, and it was kind of upsetting. And then the Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano. I think we did a reaction video to that one.
Yeah.
And I was like, they literally just killed themselves.
Yeah.
This is why Adam Cole is the person of the year. Because he's put himself through how many tables? Over the last, I don't know how many takeovers. Not even when he was champion. You know, he wanted the championship so bad that he was like, I'm going to do anything to get it, and I'm going to throw myself through a freaking table. Off the top of a steel cage. And I'm going to nearly kill myself.
Yep.
Like 4 times. Like, it's not even just because of recently. Like, this is back a little bit, you know? He's just had a really good year. Man, the rise of Adam Cole has been insane. So I would say take over Toronto. That'd be my pick.
Again, I think it's a tough one to pick.
But Takeover Cardiff was really good too, and I think they had a decent card. But I would only say one match from that was really good.
A lot of them there that are good. And it's tough to pick.
Match of the year. This is another tough one. Women's War Games. Tyler Bate versus Walter. Io Shirai versus Shayna Baszler. The NXT Women's Title cage match. The TV taping. When she turned on Candice. Candice versus Io. Adam Cole versus Johnny Gargano. Takeover. Toronto match, Viking Raiders versus Kyle O'Reilly, and Roderick Strong for the Tag Team Championships at TakeOver Phoenix. Johnny Gargano versus Adam Cole 2 out of 3 Falls NXT Championship match at TakeOver New York. Street Profits versus Forgotten Sons versus Oni Lorcan and Danny Burch and the Undisputed Era. That match was really freaking good, man. At TakeOver 25. Undisputed Era got the crap kicked out of them.
Retired. I'm going to say bye to WWE.
Pete Dunne versus Adam Cole. Didn't really care for that match. That was a Survivor Series. I thought it was good, but it wasn't.
He's never retiring. Officially. Dakota should win something. I'm tired of Adam Cole. If he wasn't so good, I think I would agree with you. But he's good at what he does, and he's not like Brock Lesnar. I don't like just because he's never
Brock
there.
Lesnar.
But Adam Cole puts his body on the line and does a good job.
Honestly, out of these, for match of the year, I would say it's going to come down to Tyler Bate versus Walter and the Adam Cole, Johnny Gargano 2 out of 3 Falls TakeOver Toronto match.
Question, which one's going to win?
Which one's going to win?
Adam Cole.
Why?
For obvious reasons.
Walter versus Tyler Bate was
it was a good match.
It was amazingly good. It had me on my seat the entire time, and it
did.
It was amazing. But
with...
again, it was the same thing for the Adam Cole and Johnny Gargano match, which is where I would be so torn with picking because they were both so very good.
And the issue you have is how many people have seen the NXT UK takeovers.
Yeah.
So you have that issue. But WWE 2020 is going to be weird but interesting. If WWE can bring back Ruthless Aggression in 2020, though, that's my list. I mean, I'm going to be cool with that. I mean, the thing about WWE is like I said, if they increase story, get better storylines, and turn their characters loose, I think that they'll be fine.
Yeah. So then you have the NXT Rivalry of the Year.
Kylie Rae is champ now in the company she's at.
Cool. That's cool.
That doesn't surprise me, though.
So, the Rivalry of the Year, you have Johnny Gargano and Adam Cole, Candice and Io, Rhea and Shayna, British Strong Style and Imperium, or the Velveteen Dream and Roderick Strong. It's going to come down to Rhea and Shayna or Gargano and Cole. I almost think Rhea and Shayna's going to win, though.
I don't know, the Candice Io match.
The Candice Io feud was very good. It probably was better, but I think it's just going to come down to Rhea and Shayna or Gargano and Adam Cole. Candice and Io, it was a very good feud.
See, the Rhea Shayna thing doesn't even make sense because it's just been within the last month.
But it's still within this year, so they count
Sledgehammer. Tyler Bates Sledgehammer, yes, he did. Yeah.
It's man, that's another tough one. Breakout Star of the Year, Keith Lee, Domanic Dijakovic, Matt Riddle, Candice LeRae, Damian Priest, Angel Garza, Rhea Ripley, Joe Coffey, or Piper Niven. It's going to be Rhea.
I would say Rhea's going to win it.
Rhea or potentially Keith Lee.
Yeah.
One of the two of them.
I would agree.
Sorry, Damian Priest, you're not winning today.
No.
Matt Riddle, you aren't winning either.
No.
Sucks to be you guys. And then the Future Star of NXT Award, Cameron Grimes, Kushida, Isaiah Swerve Scott, Tegan Knox, Dakota Kai, Xia Li, Taynara Conchi, Bronson Reed, or Ilya Dragunov. Dakota.
Yeah, I would agree.
I think Dakota's going to win that one.
I would
Possibly Cameron Grimes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't like the guy, but I think there's a possibility he could win too. But I think it makes more sense to have Dakota.
That is it. So if you want to vote, go to WWE.com, and they will tell you how to vote. You can also vote on Twitter by, putting in the
hashtags and
tweet
stuff.
it out, and do it that way. So if you are interested in voting for those things, then go ahead and check out WWE.com. They have information on how to do that. So I think
my chip, guys. We'll be back on Friday.
We'll be done for today. Again, possibly be looking for a video or be following us on Twitter to possibly have something with WWE 2K20 tomorrow, possibly Friday. So just if you don't follow us on Twitter, you can follow us at the Wrestle Story.
And at Maven Gleen.
And I'm at Mr. Gleen, but usually I will tweet out on the Wrestle Story. So if you're interested in checking out WWE 2K20 stuff, then possibly,
come check us out.
Be watching that. Other than that, I think we are done. We'll be back definitely on Friday, but possibly looking for something to come out tomorrow.
Yes.
With that, we are out. Everybody, thanks for stopping by.
Peace out.
Dylan, thanks for the follow, if you're still here. If not, still thanks for the follow.
Peace out, guys.
We are out of here. We'll be back tomorrow or Friday for sure. Possibly tomorrow. Peace out.